all time this question disturbed me: why Norwegian painted their homes red and colorful. Here is in this video answer of this question. But before watching this video, please subscribe, share and like our channel, and please do not forget to press the bell icon below to get the video first. Thanks. Traditionally, Norwegian homes have been painted a sturdy red, yellow, or white. White is the most famous color. The shade the proprietors selected depended mainly on the family's monetary situation, geographic place and profession. Certain colorations required positive resources. Consequently, some colors fee greater or much less, relying on the availability and get entry to of the more than a few sources wished to make these paints. Red, the purple coloration, used to be the most inexpensive to produce. It was once created with the aid of mixing ochre with cod liver oil, or different vegetable oils or animal oils. As a result, many constructions in farming lands, or fishing areas, the place incomes have been decreased and common have been generally painted red. This is why so many barns in the United States have been historically painted red. Yellow. The yellow color was once a little greater pricey than purple, and was once additionally created with the aid of mixing ochre with cod liver oil. White. White was once the most luxurious of colors, considering it was once the most expensive. In the historic days, the minerals ink used to be wished to create white paint, which used to be very expensive. As a result, if one painted their residence white, they had been displaying their neighbors that they have been wealthy. Some wealthier farmers would paint their household domestic in white, however their surrounding barns or sheds in the coloration red. There are memories of some households who had been worried about their picture residing on the west coast of Norway, who painted the ocean dealing with all of their properties in white, and used pink for the much less essential walls. Much like human beings use vehicles as a reputation image in society these days, Norwegians used the shade of their residences in the olden days. There are a lot of red and red homes in Norway. We choose to recognize why they are painted red, and we'll be comfortable to share them with every person who wishes to know. When the U.S. used to be open for immigration, all guys had to construct their homes themselves. The red color is considered as fortunate color in many cultures. It used to be frequent in Asia, and I assume it was additionally a signal to say that the residence is occupied. Many Norwegians are nonetheless proud of their Norwegian heritage, however maintain some tradition from their historic domestic countries. It ought to be authentic that Norway doesn't constantly experience true climate in the summertime. That's why most Norwegians have skylights on their houses, which they name vindler, so it's effortless for Norwegians to open home windows and revel in the clean air after some wet day. There is every other idea about the cause why Norway has many crimson roofs. If we desire to construct a residence in Norway, there have to be a distance from our domestic to the nearest place. That's why many homes have 2 or extra stories. To retail cloth and money, human beings chose to paint them crimson to seem smaller than different structures in the regional, due to the fact Norway is a user with massive spaces. Some humans choose to say that the Norway homes are crimson due to the fact of one day in 1814, when the Dano-Norwegian Union was once dissolved. The Danish king, Christian Frederick, gave his troopers paint, and ordered them to put red and red marks on the Norwegian flags, so that Norwegians would recognize who they have been struggled against. Was it ever a requirement for Norwegian structures to be painted red? No, there used to be in no way any such requirement. It has continually been a free desire through the proprietors of constructions, whether or not to pick red or not. but most Norwegians would probably paint their roofs purple due to the fact many Norwegians nonetheless have some sentiment toward Denmark, and prefer to show their distinction from Danish culture. Norway was once a Danish colony, 1397 to 1814, for 600 years. My United States of America and Denmark are shut neighbors, however we have our very own way of life and language, setting apart us from the Danish people. As I informed you before, Norway has many purple homes due to the fact it was once free to determine whether or not to paint or not, but additionally about 7 million humans in Norway. The crimson shade of their homes has nothing to do with these rumors. Roofs had been painted in the historic days, to defend constructions from typhus-infected lice residing in hen droppings on thatched roofs. The purple shade is specially high quality at preserving them at bay. There is additionally a fable, that when it was once time to select a husband or spouse in the ancient days, neighbors would seam at their roofs. If the resident's subsequent door had a one-of-a-kind shade, then yours, your neighbor, would be in notable desire to marry due to the fact you didn't have comparable style, and wouldn't argue about this. The rural people saved paint by way of mixing in sheep dung. This led to the expression, "the residence has been painted brown." That means it used to be renovated, and now appears good. A roof is a necessary section of a constructing due to the fact it protects the indoors from bloodless or warm climate conditions, rainstorms, or different dire circumstances. That's why you have to pick out excellent fine paint for your roof. When portray your house, determine on the shade you desire to have. Don't assume about it too much, and don't count numbers solely on superstitions or historic stories. Just choose a coloration that offers pleasure to your eyes, and will no longer damage the environment. What does a red residence mean? A crimson residence is now and again a right success symbol. It potential that the proprietor has awesome strength and exact safety from evil spirits. The crimson coloration of their homes additionally says to others that they are open-minded human beings who favor to share the tradition of different international locations with their neighbors. Historically speaking, Norway had extra than 2 million immigrants in the 19th century. This is the motive why Norwegians have quite a few cultures, and why they are desirable collectors of unique cultures.